on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable, and post your city and state where you're catching this information from on today. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton. And what if I told you that the technology tools that you need to build a scalable business are simpler than the system you used in your corporate career? Would that surprise you? I hope so, because today we are demystifying the tech stack for the professional entrepreneur. All right, so come on into the room and discover these essential technology tools that the professional entrepreneurs actually need to build a scalable, systematic business. This is actually perfect for executives, experienced professionals who are actually interested in leveraging technology without becoming a tech expert. Now, I realize many of you are on some level or another being challenged by AI, but today is the day that you can actually learn about a simple, powerful tool to create client management, content creation, automated marketing, business operations, and more that can transform your expertise into a thriving online business. Today's training actually is going to cover everything from the basic website setup to the advanced automation, right? And it's going to all be explained in terms that the busy professional will actually be able to understand and implement immediately. Okay. So let me jump down here and let me make sure that you guys understand the key points that I'm going to cover today. One more again, rolling it back for the people in the back who didn't hear because they driving or they busy or they scroll past and say, wait, what she say? And then they reverted and they're listening again. These are the essential tools that every professional entrepreneur needs, right? We're going to show you how to organize and nurture your professional relationships, how to amplify, that means bring to the front of the room loudly your expertise across multiple platforms. And we're going to show you that you can actually set up a set it and forget it system that will actually attract and convert those people who are interested in becoming your clients. And this is going to be the actual way that you can make all of this work together seamlessly. Okay. So, one of the biggest myths that we hear in the business world, and it is that building an online business that you need to be a tech guru. You don't, okay? It's simply not true. Technology tools that are available today far exceed in simplicity the models that were out previously. They are much more user friendly than the actual enterprise software that you actually had to learn over the course of your time on your job. All right. And I am here to demystify that and make it so that you understand exactly how and which and what tools you need to actually implement and how to use them effectively. Okay. That is the ultimate goal of the branding agency, to brand you, to educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can go from being stuck and struggling in your transition from your W 2 job into the entrepreneur world and space and sphere, and to show you how you can do it in a simplified method, ultimately automating the process. Okay. And so today I want to address some of the tech anxiety because I work with a lot of professionals who are intimidated about the technology on this side of entrepreneurship. They think that they need to learn coding, become a social media expert, influencer, or something like that, or master complex software systems. And that's simply not the case. What I've actually discovered after helping hundreds of these people, make a transition and be here in the entrepreneurial space. And some of them had decided, because the system was set up automated, they can continue to stay in the W-2 world. Hey, yay, and kudos to them. When I'm helping them to understand the tools that you need are fairly simple and that you probably already have a lot of the skill sets needed, then they're able to look at it differently and use the system more effectively. Okay. So, what I want to do is break down the five categories of tools that every professional entrepreneur needs. And the very first one is communications and client management. This is your CRM system. This is your email platform, your calendar, your scheduling tools, right? Think of it like your Rolodex and your assistant kind of coming together and becoming merged into one. Category two is the content creation. These are the tools that actually help you share your expertise, like video platforms, those reels and those videos, those lives, those streaming, those webinars, right? writing tools, and design software to make it all look beautiful, to Martinerize it, as I'm always told. Okay. Number three, the website and the online presence. This is your digital headquarters where people can learn about you, your services, how it benefits them, what result they'll receive, what is the solution that you offer, the pain points that you tackle, all of that that you demystify, you crush. How exactly is that displayed out here on the World Wide Web? Number four, payments and business operations. We're here to make some money, okay? And because we're here to make some money, you need to know that you need to have tools that handle the transactions, the contracts, any of the basic business functions of how the money travels, okay? How the money travels, as well as how the courses, the content, and things are distributed on automation. And then finally, number five, again, automation, the marketing, the systems that can help you reach the clients and nurture them on automation while still keeping your authentic self included, right? And inside of an upcoming webinar called Monetize Your Value and Your Voice with AI. I talk about this in more depth. So definitely look below in the descriptions, find that information, go ahead and ping yourself and get yourself registered. And if you do not yet see the link, then join us over inside of the community where you can access the helpful tools and things. Go ahead and get registered, download your little checklist and everything that comes with it. Get yourself all pre-set up and ready for the webinar. And that's at community.martinabrittyoverton.com, because trust and believe with a system, you can do this. Okay. So I am not a gatekeeper. I tell you exactly what it is that I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what you need to do, as well as I walk you through and train you on exactly how you need to use the tool. And you're probably going, what tool? The tool that I'm actually sharing and showing you on my YouTube channel, in my community. I drip a little bit out on Facebook and LinkedIn, and I throw up some reels out there in the IG world, and out there on TikTok, so that you can get snippets of the different tools that I'm using. And I'm willing to always train and show how to use these tools for free. You just have to purchase the tool. Okay. And so let's talk about the specific tools. So you heard me mention client management. Okay. So in client management, I'm always going to recommend GHL. I have far exceeded the past days where I was using now it's better, but it's not as good as GHL system to actually put together the CRM and any of the user interfaces, meaning what it looks like for a person to actually get an email, to respond to an email, to get a text, to receive their downloads, to receive their free checklist and things like that, to register. All of that CRM is done inside of one system, Go High Level. Okay. And I go ahead and populate it, ghl.martinabrittyoverton.com, for you if you need to get access to that tool. Now, for content creation, you heard me mention, I'm always going to suggest that you go ahead and join us over in the Canva world, okay? For your graphics, I'm always going to suggest Canva, because not only can you start out with Canva for free and have a rabbit hole of templates that you can utilize to actually brand and make your stuff look seamless and consistent, right? So that when you're doing your Zooming capabilities and when you're doing your StreamYards and you're creating these quick videos and these reels through StreamYard, and yes, I have a beautiful link for StreamYard, and I also have a StreamYard hack tutorial that you can go through to figure out what best way can you hack StreamYard to work for you. Let's see if I can get that one populated onto the screen here. Where do I have that at? There we go. StreamYard. Okay, so Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level. Even Zoom, I don't see where Zoom has offered us any affiliate or any ability to affiliate with them, but also you can use Zoom for quick recording. If you happen to have NVIDIA Broadcast on your system, you can do quick recordings in there. They have other tools like Awesome Screenshot, Loom. They have other tools that you can use for quick videos, right? And of course, you're available to ask ChatGPT and Manus and I have those available too, so that you can get those writing essentials. These tools are the intuitive tools that actually produce the professional nurturing sequence. Like, so if you're interested in having it set up a blueprint for you, a 90-day business plan, things like that, that are based on what the market is asking you for, then definitely you want to use some of those tools. Okay. Definitely purchasing your domain and things like that at domains.martinabrittyelverton.com to move forward into the website realm of this. You're going to use GHL for your professional themes and your templates and the AI that I've mentioned, which is ChatGPT and Manus, to actually help you simplify what it is that you're trying to do. But it all starts with having a name for where all of your content will reside on the web. And I don't mean on the social media platforms, because you don't own those, but you do and you can own your name. All right. So beyond that, we want to talk about payment processors and where you can integrate your Stripes and your PayPals and things like that inside of your Go High Level systems, because you want to be able to make your money and get paid, right? And then to be able to market, you want to use your email, your CRM, and all of that is included, as well as your Calendly, so that you can schedule appointments and utilize the options to have people book time on your calendar. You can make them paid bookings or free bookings, but you also want to make sure that you're advertising yourself out for marketing on social media platforms, and that is included inside of your GHL account, and it can be set on automation. Okay, so what I want to do is have you pull off your overwhelmed hat by all of the information that I just shared with you. Press pause for a minute. Woosah. Let's breathe in together and exhale together. Grab your pen and pad, because this is the point that you need to write down this 4-step implementation strategy. So you can take all of that I just mentioned and put it in an implementable tool, order, organization, blueprint, framework, right? So that you will not become overwhelmed with everything that I just mentioned. Let's write phase 1, week 1 down, and you're going to set up your basic communication tools like your domain, your email, your scheduling, and a simple CRM. That's what you would do in week 1. Okay. Your next part of your implementation strategy in week 2, phase 2, would be to create your online presence. And I'm referring to whether you do your funnel, a website, or your social media platforms. You want to make sure that they're all seamlessly connected using your domain and your subdomain, as well as those free platforms, even a free community. So, should you choose to do that? Phase 3, week 3. Connect your content creation tools and start sharing your expertise. So, by content creation tools, I'm referring to maybe using your chat GPT to come up with what you're going to talk about for the following week. And you take the opportunity to use your StreamYard and your Zoom to record them, make you a couple of thumbnails on your Canva, put it all together and drip it out on your social media platforms using your social planning tool inside of your GHL account. Week 4, phase 4, add marketing automation and payment processing, meaning when you put the information out, if people are looking to buy from you, they can. Okay. These are the keys to implementing this particular implementation strategy. I'm going to suggest you do one category, one step, 1 week at a time. Master that particular thing. It may take you sitting on week 1 for 3 weeks, phase 1 for 3 weeks. Master that phase before you move into the next one. Don't try to set everything up simultaneously unless you're planning on being okay with making it a very, very intense month. Okay. You can do it all in a month. You can do it all in a day, depending on how head down, focused, intentional you're going to be. Okay. This can be done. And then finally, you want to create integration steps and a workflow. And this is where the real power actually comes, when all of these tools are working together seamlessly. For example, a potential client finds you through social media. That's one part. They visit your website and download a free resource. That's another part. This automatically adds them to your email sequence or your community. That's the third part. The sequence that you have set up nurtures them and continues to provide more value solving their problem. That's the fourth part. And then when they're ready, they can easily schedule a consultation, pay you for that time, and now you can move them to the next step. This entire process can run automatically once it's properly set. Okay. You are not manually managing each step. The system is handling each step for you once it's set up. Okay. And you can even go and throw some gasoline on it and create some advanced automatic things that continue to work for it. Let me give you a couple of client avatar examples. Say Sarah, who's in HR, set up a system where the potential clients take a brief assessment on her website, right? And based on their answers, because there are certain codings that are set up automatically, you don't have to learn how to do that. It delivers a presentation to them and it follows up with relevant offers based on what they responded to inside of the assessment, right? It might sound complex. Let me give you another example. Michael, let's say he is a financial advisor and he has created a webinar funnel that automatically registers the attendees and follows up with them with reminders letting them know that the time and place of the presentation that's going to happen, and it delivers again relevant content based on the audience engagement. Right in the first segment, based on their answers, it's going to send them customized resources and it's going to continue to tag them in different areas of her CRM. In the second scenario, it's going to deliver a presentation to them and it's going to follow up with various offers based on how they actually answered and engaged with the webinar. Again, these are built using the same tools, using the same methods, using the same implementation strategy that I've just mentioned earlier. Okay. There is just own brand alignment that needs to be built into it all. That's where your brand master comes into place to make sure that your sophisticated setup runs like a smooth oiled engine. Okay. So I know you're thinking, good gracious, oh my Lord, that was a lot of information because trust me, ask me how I know. I hear it all the time. I don't have time to learn all these tools. I didn't think so either. But you have to understand you have to start with one tool. And I would say use it consistently for a week. Use it for a couple of days, right? And then you can add something else to it. You don't need to master everything immediately, right? And you're thinking, well, I don't know what tool to start with. What if I choose the wrong tool, right? Most tools offer free trials. Or inside of your system, you get one tool that has everything already included. So then you don't have to worry about whether or not you purchased the wrong tool. It's automatically included when you get the system. You just have to unlock certain areas that apply to you. I'm not going to unlock areas that have absolutely nothing to do or that is nowhere near aligned for your particular brand direction. Okay. You may be also thinking, well, I'm worried about making mistakes. The tools are designed to be forgiven. All right. You're not going to be using tools that don't align with your brand. So you don't have to worry about making those types of mistakes. Everything's in there. You're just going to use what is on brand and what is aligned. You can always adjust, modify, or even switch off a tool that doesn't work, that you don't need. Okay. Remember that you've managed complex things on your job before. You can manage this entrepreneurial journey. These tools are designed to give you a much more smooth, simple transition as you transition over here into the entrepreneurial space. Okay. So, with all of that great information, that I've just provided, checking my notes here to make sure I didn't mention anything. Again, technology should amplify your expertise. It's not going to complicate your life unless you overthink and you overcomplicate it yourself. That's the reason you receive some of the steps, some of the E's, some of the simplistic steps that are inside of the Emergency Branding Fix-It Kit. And the reason I continue to bring that up is because once you actually receive this download, okay, once you actually see what is included, let's see if I can grab that and put it on the screen for you. Once you see what is included, once you register and you receive that, number one, you're already in the system. So you're seeing how it's working. You're consuming this valuable content. I am offering you your first resource when you receive that on automation. Because if you're watching this, okay, and you go ahead and go to brandfix.martinabrittyelverton.com and you complete the form that's there. Let me show you guys that on the screen. If you go ahead and go over to here we are, brandfix.martinabrittyelverton.com, and you go ahead and key in your information here inside of the form that is available here, it's going to automatically send you the Branding Fix It Kit. It's also going to automatically invite you into the community. It's going to automatically send you an email. In real time, you get to see exactly what I'm saying you are available to do. Own automation, right? You get to see in real time exactly what your system can do once you actually set it up and move forward, okay? As we wrap up July, and it's been pretty comprehensive, getting you guys to understand everything that is available to you, because even on tomorrow, we're going to create a 90-day implementation roadmap for you guys that's going to tie everything we've covered for this entire month together. Again, this is where strategy meets execution, as long as you're willing to take and do. So when you get that emergency branding kit and you see everything that's in there, and we create your 90-day strategy utilizing some of the tools and the tricks and the resources that are available in there, now you're available and you're ready to hit the ground running. Okay. So today you've discovered 5 essential categories of tools for professional entrepreneurs: the communications and the CRM, the content creation, the website and online presence, payment and your operation alternatives, as well as marketing and automation. Okay. You've learned a phase called implementation, right? It's a phase implementation approach. It's going to break down a step by step by step, 4 parts for you to get moving and going and get this done. And I've even given you some, client avatar examples of how this can work together for you so that you can create your own system. Again, if you like this video, like it, go ahead and subscribe below. Select the bell so that you can get notifications each and every time that we're live or that we distribute information on the web, so you can opt in and get your share. I thank you for your time on today. I greatly appreciate the investment that you continue to make in yourself by showing up and investing your time and learning this information. I would be even more excited to have you over in the community at community.martinabrittyelverton.com to see where I can assist you to take your next step and move the needle in your business. I'm excited, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow as we close out July with your 90-day entrepreneurial transformation.